Good fine evening, YouTube. I'm going to do a product review for you on the product Yakult. This is a zero fat probiotic drink. And basically what it is rice milk. Give it a shake. Tear the foil off. That's good. Yeah. YouTube. I'd like to give a shout out to Yakult company for making this. It's got an interesting flavor to it. It's got its own unique flavor to it. I happen to have another one right here. We'll shake it up. Now, if you drink anywhere from like 2 to 4 of these a day, it's designed to balance out your immune system. So drinking this probiotic rice milk is actually quite good for you. There's a lot of health benefits to it. And homeboy Scotty had some of these, and he was like, "You want to try some of these?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Why the fuck not?" And he gave me 2 to take home for a YouTube review. And I had 2 earlier, so these would be like 4 within a couple hour time span. It's got this delicious, sweet, yogurty, like vanilla yogurt tapioca pudding almost like taste to it. Yeah, it tastes like vanilla tapioca pudding with like a hint of lemon. It's really sweet. I like this product. This product gets the King Cobra seal of approval. I know some of my fans across the world might have this product over in Asia, as this is rice milk. I don't know if you do have this product over in your neck of the woods. Give it a try. Like, this is good stuff. Delicious. I'd have no problems drinking 100 of those in one sitting. Not even bullshitting you. But yeah, this is the Yakult drink. Comes in like miniature bottles. They're a little bit bigger than the 5-hour energy shots. My only complaint is that the bottle's not a little bit bigger. Like, if these came in a product and the bottle was like this tall, you know what I'm saying? And you paid a little bit extra for it, yeah, I'd pay a little bit extra. If it came in a bottle this tall instead of this tall. The thing is, though, making rice milk is a pain in the ass. It takes a lot of time. it's very tedious and there's a lot of processes. So understandable why the bottle is this small. However, if you're looking at a vegan option, this rice milk is a lot healthier for you than almond milk in the long run, and in my opinion, it tastes way better. So if you wanted a couple bowls of cereal and you had some of this rice milk with you, just, you know, you take like 3 or 4 of these to fill up a bowl of cereal to start your day off, and you drink all the milk afterwards. Yeah, most definitely. It balances out your immune system. So yeah, these are actually really healthy for you, believe it or not. You could throw these into a hemp smoothie and you start your morning off. You know, if you got a hemp seed smoothie, like say you get up in the morning and you throw in a little bit of Greek yogurt, some peanut butter, some bananas, maybe like half a scoop of vanilla ice cream and some ice and some hemp seeds, and a couple of these freaking rice milk probiotic drinks, like 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 of them, into the blender with your mixture, and then you throw in a little bit of rice wine, you throw in like a dessert sake to go with it, just like a little bit of dessert sake. You throw it in there, a little bit of that dessert sake, like you know how they have dessert wines and shit. Like you take like a really sweet tasting sake, which is a rice wine basically, and you mix it in with your hemp seeds and your rice milk, that half that scoop of ice cream and that ice, and you know the peanut butter, the banana, some low fat Greek yogurt. Boom, you got like an alcoholic power smoothie basically. What that is. And if you didn't want to add the sake to it, you didn't have to, but there you go. Throwing ideas for drink combinations out there, people. Yeah. These things are so delicious, though. I wish I had a whole pack of these. Not even bullshitting you. So, we can get them here in the States. Albertsons and Walmart carries them. From what I've heard. Just gotta find the aisle that has them, you know. But yeah, definitely give this company a shout out, because these are quite delicious and good for you. Yes. Um, Definitely check these out if you get a chance to. They're uniquely just. I just tried to describe the taste the best that I could. Um, and for the most part, it's pretty accurate. I've got a glass of water. I'll be right back. And later on today, if I'm feeling up to it, I'll make a cooking video. I got an idea for a burger that would look really good on YouTube. People would get into it because there'd be layers of stuff on it, you know. Not exactly the most appropriate shirt to be wearing around this time of year, but in all actuality, the real Jesus Christ wasn't even born on Christmas. He was born sometime between March and summer. Yeah. Now, a lot of Christians would get very pissed off at this t-shirt because it's the Jesus is a cunt t-shirt, and wearing it during the warmer times of the year where I don't have to have a jacket to stay warm, so the back's just pretty much exposed. Wearing it into Wolf and Jug one time, and this lady standing behind me was like, awful, just awful. That's all she could do about it. She couldn't be like, you need to take that shirt off. I'm like, why? I'm expressing my right to freedom of speech. It's in the United States Constitution. Besides, what would Jesus do about this t-shirt? Oh, he turned the other cheek? Oh, right. Now, Christians really hate it when you literally throw their own shit like that in their face, you see. Some of them really get pissy about that. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Like, well, I'm just going by what you say in your so-called bullshit Bible. Yeah. Christians will get pissy at Satanists for sacrificing an animal during sacrifice. But a true Satanist, when they sacrifice, like a lamb, for instance, they'll eat the lamb afterwards. After the ceremony's done and everything, you know, they're not going to let the animal go to waste. You know. But Christians have a problem with that, but in the original First Testament, it talks about people sacrificing each other to the so-called sky god because they thought it would make their fucking crops grow better. Oh yes, there's going to be some explicit language in this, as in is most of my videos. I tend to think if you're offended by cussing, then you're too uptight. There's certainly a time and a place for it, but if you're someone who genuinely gets offended by someone else's cussing, you're way too uptight. You need to pull the stick out of your ass and get over it. Adults cuss. It's what they do, you know. And sometimes children cuss, you know. A lot of adults will tell their children, no, you shouldn't cuss, it's bad. But then adults turn around and cuss right in front of their kids. It's the most common hypocrisy practiced anywhere, really. You know, we expect our children not to cuss. Yes, we do, but yet we cuss in front of them. That's where most of the children learn that kind of talk. You know what I'm saying, YouTube? It's one of those, you know, oxymorons of life. You know what I'm saying? Oh, excuse me. Smoking on some of that moist black Cavendish. People seem to really like the Sean and Saunders skit that I did recently. Checking it after a couple hours of posting it, it's gotten a lot of likes. You know what I'm saying? Which is good. The video's doing what it's supposed to do. It's making people chuckle, like, Saunders and his creepy ass puppet, The next thing I'm going to say, though, YouTube, is that if you're going to break up with somebody, don't lie to them about why you're breaking up with them. Because to me, if you're going to break up with somebody to be with somebody else, and you at least have enough respect for the person that you're breaking up with to break up with them so you're not cheating on them with somebody else, that's cool. But lying to that person about why you broke up with them, that's shady as fuck and flaky as fuck. You'll find that people are like snow sometimes, YouTube. People can be like snow sometimes. Cold and flaky. Uh, and the thing of it is, YouTube, not every person you meet on this miserable, stinking planet is a cold, flaky son of a bitch. But it's hard to trust people when you get fucked with. You know, I've come accustomed to being treated like shit by some women. I don't let it get to me because I realize that that's their fault, not mine. You know, if other people treat me like shit, that's not going to be my fault. YouTube. You know, that's their fault, not mine. You know. And you know what's funny is when people realize their mistakes, quite often they'll realize it before it's too late. Yeah. So certain chicks break it off with me, and it's like, well, that's your loss, not mine. Whenever it comes to being broken up with, you take it as a learning opportunity, YouTube. And what I mean by that is take what you've learned from that brief relationship you had with that person and what could you have done better or what you couldn't have done, you know what I'm saying? And if it was nothing you did, then be grateful. Take it as a learning experience or as an experience in general with a grain of salt. At least you had the experience, you know what I'm saying? Now, the best way to deal with a breakup, YouTube, is to tell yourself, I can find somebody hotter. I can find somebody way better. You know, if when you met that person before the breakup, it seemed like it was too good to be true and then it just ended abruptly, that's life in a nutshell. Nothing lasts forever, even though November rain. That was an awesome quote of a song, wasn't it? Hmm. Yeah, but it's December, so how the fuck does that work out? No, but it's that kind of confidence, and it's tough because when you get treated like shit by the opposite sex, you get rejected a lot, and or treated like shit, or a combination of the two. It can be tough to have confidence in yourself as a person, YouTube. That's just truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you trying so hard, trying so freaking hard. Maybe like way later on today, you'll see how I'm feeling. Do a cooking video for YouTube. You know, right now I'm not exactly in the mood to eat, but more or less a product review and some food for thought, as I always do, you know, give you something to think about. Now, if you got somebody, like, say this is a hypothetical, if you have a very attractive female who's had nothing but shitty loser boyfriends, and you have a somewhat attractive male who's also had shitty luck on the dating scene, I guarantee you that these two humans are going to share a common ground. Even if one may have had more partners or boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever than the other one, you know, it's still going to be like, they're still going to have a common understanding of life is shitty sometimes and people are shitty, you know. Hmm. You know, dealing with the stomach flu is never fun. Thankfully, it's only mild. And if you have any sort of stomach flu or any sort of thing like that, call out sick from work. I know you want to make that money, but at the same time, you got to take that responsibility, especially if you're working around food, you know, not just any job, but especially, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I might make that burger in the same video that I'm doing right now. I want to see how I'm feeling after a bit, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're throwing up and shit, it ain't fun. Take a couple bites, you know, see where it's going, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking about making a Doritos Loaded breakfast burger. Oh, yes. You heard correctly, folks. I did not start her, nor did I bullshit. I have to do a couple of things to get this shit set up so that it make putting it together go a little bit quicker, but I'll take you in some of the process. You know what I'm saying? I should take you on the whole fucking process. But we'll see if my stomach's up for it. I hardly ever get sick. It happens once in a while, which is a good thing. But when it happens, you gotta take that responsibility to get better as quickly as possible. And you know, yeah. And also, if she's not your ex, don't go around telling everybody she's your ex and fucking around with other chicks behind her back like that. That's going with either sex, either way. You know what I'm saying? Don't go around telling everybody, oh, this so and so is my ex, but then you're fucking other people behind that person's back. Like, for real, that's just no. Mm-mm. Trust and believe, YouTube. Shitty people ruin the dating game just like any other situation. Assholes just ruin it for everybody, man. That's just true in everything. Not just dating, but everything. There's like a couple things I want to add to this burger to make it really stand out for a YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? And it involved me microwaving a couple of things before actually making the burger and assembling it. But I can make this shit happen real quickly. And throw together a breakfast burger that would probably make y'all a little jealous. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You probably see it and go, oh, fuck, I want one. Yeah. Oh. If you break up with somebody, take it as a learning experience and an opportunity to either focus on yourself and play it smooth and cool on the dating scene for a minute, or rush out there and be like, okay, what's next? You know what I'm saying? Now, for me personally, YouTube, I'm not gonna rush out to find a girlfriend. You gotta let that shit come to you, you know. Love is like a fart. It should not be forced. It stinks, and assholes are involved. Yeah? You shouldn't force love if that person is not going to make you happy, if you're not even remotely attracted to that person. Don't put yourself through that. You hear men sick and tired of saying, I'm sick and tired of dating these women that just treat me like shit. And you hear women say, I'm sick and tired of dating men that treat them like shit and blah, 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 blah. So you hear the same argument coming from the opposite sex on both sides. And yet, when you refuse to do anything about it, when you continue to make the same mistakes that you made previously, of course, the same thing's gonna fucking happen. Now, three of the ingredients. Let's see, one, two, yeah, three of the ingredients I can microwave in the same bowl for this burger, but two of the ingredients will be microwaved separately, which will make assembling the burger a little bit easier. Yeah. Of course, my phone was practically dead when I got home, and I'm like, well, I might want to let that charge up. That kind of bullshit with you, do a little product review, and maybe a cooking video to go with it. We'll see how I'm feeling after I bullshit with you. Because you gotta eat, YouTube. Even with a stomach flu, you gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Come to find out that my girlfriend may or may not have lied to me about why she broke up with me, and may or may not have gotten with somebody I know. But I'm not going to get into it because it's personal, and I'd rather not because of people involved in the situation, you know what I'm saying? And it's whatever. As long as she's happy, then that's cool, you know? The fact that if it is true that at least she broke up with me before hooking up with this person, I can respect that. But lying to me about why she broke up with me, like, it makes me think, I'm kind of glad I'm not with that person if that's how they're going to be, you know? If that's the kind of person they're going to be, it's just like, yo, wait a second. I could pull some strings and be pulling way hotter chicks than that. You ever heard of the term homie hoes? Yeah. These chicks that'll go down the line, find someone in a group of people that hang with each other, fuck each every one of them, get them to split up with each other as good friends, and you know, oh yeah, those kinds of people are just the absolute worst. YouTube, the absolute worst. You know what I'm saying? They'll take a friendship you've had with somebody for 4, 5, 6+ years, and yeah. Now, if what I heard from another person involved in the situation is true, then honestly, I think if it is true, then and Summer did get with somebody else, and that somebody else that she got with would be a better match, considering that they're both schizophrenic. But you know, hey, meh. Quite often, if you find somebody who shares a passion that you share or a disability that you may or may not have, it makes talking to that person a little bit easier. Now, for instance, YouTube, if I meet a girl who's passionate about music and art and that sort of thing, it'll make talking to them so much easier, because if you talk to a chick who's not into music, she's gonna look at you like, huh? What's a guitar? Oh, it's a thing that's got like 6 strings on it, and if you plug it into an amp, it sounds badass when you shred it. Oh, like cheese, shred it? That was funny, but no. You know, when you play it really fast. Oh, okay, that sounds cool, I guess. That's exactly how that shit would go. Now, trust and believe, YouTube. If you want the dating scene to go a bit smoother in your favor, learn to pick and date better people, and also learn to find people that share the same interests you share. This is generally going out to both sexes, really. This doesn't pertain to anybody in particular. This is just some basic advice. You try to date somebody that you're not physically or even emotionally attracted to, then, and on top of that, if you have nothing in common with them and you're just doing it strictly for the sex, then that's miserable. I mean, yet, you know what I'm saying? It might work temporarily, you know what I'm saying, for like a one night thing or whatever, but if you want something a bit longer than that, the Doritos Loaded breakfast burger. What in the shit is this madness? For starters, they'd have two cheeseburger patties. I did not say one, I said two. And, well, I'm playing this out in my mind's eye right now, trying to picture how this burger would come together. And it would make some sense because each patty is going to have something a little bit different. I mean, they'll have some common ground, but the two patties separating on the same burger will have something a little bit unique to it that'll make it a freaking burger worthy of anyone, with an appetite, you know what I'm saying? But do I want to make such a monstrosity? Do I have the stomach for it right now? That is the question. I feel like it'd be a nice early Christmas present for my YouTube fans. Be like, yo, a cooking video, sweet, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. People probably get sick of the burger videos, but I'm like, you know what? I do burger recipes on my channel. So you got a problem with that? Then don't watch them. And the important thing when you get sick is to drink plenty of water. You know what I'm saying? Hydrating your body so that it flushes out whatever the fuck's in your body. You know what I'm saying? You get like a cold or a flu or anything like that, or a stomach bug or whatever you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Been drinking plenty of water today and peeing because of the amount of water I've been drinking. And yeah, the important thing, YouTube, is to make sure you stay hydrated and get plenty of rest when you're sick. Those are the two biggest things. Staying hydrated. If your nose gets stuffy, blowing your nose as much as you can and getting plenty of rest. And if your sinuses are cleared up, or need cleared up, I should say. If your sinuses need cleared up, that's the fourth thing right there. You get some good spicy ass hot sauce that'll clear your sinuses up real good. Or you look at a small spoonful of horseradish and you eat it. Like really spicy horseradish too. Yeah. The kind of shit that makes you sweat just a little bit. You eat a small spoonful of horseradish, really spicy ass horseradish or hot sauce, something else Something spicy that'll clear out your sinuses, basically. To the point where you're just blowing your nose like crazy and you're sweating, but by the time it's all said and done, you're just like, holy shit. You know, after that spiciness of that food wears off, you'd be sitting there like, damn. You'd be able to actually breathe if your sinuses are stuffed up, and that's the beauty of spicy foods. Yeah. I mean, you already know that if this is called the Doritos Loaded Breakfast Burger, it's going to have Doritos on it. Doritos Loaded on it, obviously. So, I might do it, I might not. I know that if I have, you know, and completely denying yourself food when you're sick, you know what I'm saying? I might just risk it with the stomach bug that I got just for my fans, because you know that's how I roll. You know, the dedication to my YouTube is starting to pay off. People are like, yo, you gotta check this autistic fucker out. He's pretty gnarly at the guitar. You know what? Despite having a little bit of a stomach bug, I'm going to risk it. And I'm going to do a burger video. And I want to eat it for YouTube. But before I make the burger, I want to let my phone charge up YouTube. I'm sure you understand that. I'm going to do a couple of things before I get the whole burger like completely assembled. Before I take the camera in there, you know. But I'll give my phone a chance to like charge up a bit. Now, with as big as those patties are, by the time they're cooked, I'll be able to fit at least 2 Doritos Loaded on them relatively easily. And the bottom patty is going to consist of Doritos chips and 2 Doritos Loaded and some cheese underneath all of that. The top patty will have cheese, Doritos Loaded. Well, actually, no, the top patty will have the cheese, 2 strips of bacon, Doritos Loaded, a sunny side egg, and some curly fries, and some melted cheese on top of that. Oh yeah, I went there. So it'll have layers upon layers of deliciousness. And maybe if I'm feeling ballsy, I might add some swamp to it. Salpadella hot sauce is nothing to fuck around with, man. That's some spicy mamba jamba shit right there. And if you got a cold and you're stuffed up with the flu and your sinuses are clogged, you fucking put some swampadelic hot sauce on some eggs and you eat that sucker, man. I tell you what, man. Your sinuses won't be clogged for long. A couple drops on your eggs could send anyone from 30 to 40 minutes to an hour of just mind-blowing, swampadelic, delicious heat. That, when I checked their website, has been winning awards. That's what I like to see. People are giving swampadelic hot sauce awards these last 3 to 4 years. It's been winning some hot sauce awards. That's what's up. All the videos that me and Scott did in the past, plus all the videos of all the other people on YouTube cooking with it and shit, you know. Hell yeah. I got this swampadelic sauce. It's holiday heat from Primo's Peppers. It's an outdated and no longer used item, and as it is almost Christmas, why the fuck not? I could throw it on top of the burger for shits and kicks. Because there's gonna be other spicy ingredients on the burger too, so you might as well fucking go all out. I wouldn't be risking this with the with the stomach bug that I got. Even if it is just mild, I wouldn't be risking it. But you know what I'm saying? I haven't made very many videos on my YouTube channel lately. And on top of that, I need to eat. And on top of that, my fans are like, we want a cooking video. I saw that request on my last video, so I'm like, alright, let's see what I can do. Pull some strings. I'll pull some guitar strings and see what I can do for a cooking video. See what I did there? I made a really horrible pun. Now I can microwave the burger patties first and then cook the bacon in the same bowl that I cooked the patties in, and then do the egg last. But I'll have to cook the Doritos Loaded and the curly fries for the sandwich on a separate plate so that they're already pre-cooked. So by the time I stick them all on the burger and microwave it to melt the cheese on top of the curly fries so it all sticks together and looks good on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this video makes you hungry just watching me eat this, then maybe, just maybe, you see the ingredients I used to make it, you make it yourself. I'll show you how easy it is. Normally burger patties, you use like a pan and a stove and a spatula or a grill, but if you don't want to make a mess on your stove, you can always microwave your patties in a bowl. It's a bit quicker than flipping them on the stove, and yeah. So you can get your sandwich cooked and put together as quickly as possible. Some people got that on-the-go lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? They only got time to sit here and 10 to like 20 minutes to make a double cheeseburger. You know, they want to cut that time in half if they can. I'm gonna grab some more water before I continue my video here on YouTube. Gotta stay hydrated, especially when you're sick. Alright, to start off this insanely crazy burger, you're gonna need a plate, some Arby's curly fries, and some Doritos Loaded. There we go. And it won't take enough to make a patty topper, you know what I'm saying? Enough curly fries that I could top the burger with it. So that much will do just nicely. And then what take. We got two different kinds of Doritos Loaded. We got the regular nacho cheese, and we got the cheddar jalapeno. Nacho cheese one's going to go on the bottom. Cheddar jalapeno one's going to go on the top. Patties. So get in here real quick. We need 4 of these bastards. Oh, God damn it. Fuck the Virgin Mary. There we go. We'll take 2 of the nacho cheese ones. And 2 of the jalapeno ones. They look the same, to be quite honest. Maybe in comparison. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, they do. They look exactly the same. So if you want to play a horrible prank on somebody, they love Doritos Loaded, but they've never had the spicy jalapeno ones. You're gonna play these, and you microwave a plate full of the cheddar jalapeno ones just right, so it's not oozing out the side. Your buddy your season, oh hey, I love the Doritos Loaded. Hell yeah, you start eating, you know, fuck, these are spicy, and they're sensitive to spicy food, mind you. Well, these aren't Doritos Loaded. Like, yeah, they are. Because literally you have, okay, these are the non-spicy ones. These are the ones with cheddar jalapeno. Like, no bullshit. So what I want to do now, set that plate to the side for a second while I put my ingredients away. I'm gonna give that plate a 2-minute burst in the microwave right quick, YouTube, and we'll see if that's enough to cook the fries and those Doritos Loaded things. And if it is, then we'll be able to move on to the next couple of steps, which will be toasting the hamburger buns and then getting all the other ingredients in a separate plate to assemble the burger onto, in a bowl to cook everything else together. And yeah, so you see me use the microwave so many times that I don't think you'll mind letting the phone charge up, so we can get to the more important details of the burger. You know, get all the basic stuff done first, so when the burger comes together, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. might have enough Doritos in my chip bag to do both the top and bottom patty, which would add a more even distributed crunch throughout the entire thing. I checked it, got to about 22 seconds left on that 2-minute burst, and the microwave was so powerful that, yeah, it cooked the toppers nicely. I got a plate for assembling the final product, and then of course I got a pan for toasting the buns. The first thing I'm going to do is toast the sandwich buns right quick, and then we'll cook our patties, put them onto the burger bun, and yeah, we'll assemble ourselves a burger here that yeah, we'll get this shindig on the road here in a second. Let my fucking phone charge up, and probably take a leak and wash my hands and all that before I do the burger. Product review and cooking video. Product review and cooking video. Yo. Coming at you with a Doritos Loaded breakfast burger. Gonna make your mouth water. I know some of you probably see this burger I'm about to make and go, that shit look nasty as fuck. Why the fuck would I want to eat that? So you're gonna look at this burger like, oh, like fucking Homer Simpson drooling over donuts, for fuck's sake. I don't know. Throw some of that jar of tobacco in there. Not as moist as that black Cavendish that I had. It'll smoke faster. And this just gives me recipes that I can work with in the future, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of dating, nothing impresses a chick more than being able to cook. Trust and belief. If you got some decent cooking skills and you're professional at it to a degree, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You bring a chick over to hang out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. One second, YouTube. Normally I don't use the restroom during a video. I try not to, but shit happens, right? Well, in this case, piss, but Alright, YouTube, now that my hands are properly washed and my bladder is properly drained, take you into the kitchen, show you what I'm working with. Take your hamburger buns, these are ballpark burger hamburger buns, and take one of these out. Turn the stove on to high, get the heat really going. That's going to heat up our pan right here. That'll heat up our pan right here. Now I took some of that cheese melting out of this one and I scooped it up onto the Doritos Loaded here. So these are definitely cooked all the way through. Test these french fries out real quick, make sure they're not cold. Yeah. Yeah, they're cooked right. Alright. I'm going to take our 20 seasoning. I noticed that I put a little bit on the bun. I'm going to toast both sides of these buns. This pan's hot enough it can start toasting. This looks like, I'm not sure what that is, but put the bread side down first. Yeah, that'd be the top bun. And while it's doing that, we get 2 burger patties ready to go. Beef burgers, 80% lean, 85% lean, yeah. These are burger patties that are 85% lean and 15% fat. Break 2 off. Come over here and flip that bun real quick. Very nicely done. That's toasted nicely. The top bun, very nicely. Get that bottom bun real quick. Yes. And you'll see that I'm using my hand to do this. Normally I'd use a spatula, but so it's not recommended to use your hand to flip these. And if you're quick about it, I could go a little bit longer. This is the only time I'm going to use the stove to make this unhealthy monstrosity. A little bit longer. might have the stove on high, so that'll cook it a little bit faster and get it nice and toasted up. Definitely the bottom bun's a little bit thicker. A little bit of toastiness on the bottom. There we go. That part's done. Take us over to our sandwich station right quick, and set the camera down right here, just like that. I'm gonna move our top bun out of the way for a second. So we can build this shit. A little bit of Tony's seasoning on both sides. It leaves us a little bit for the next patty. Give that a 2-minute burst. I'm gonna watch this real quick so it doesn't get too cooked, you know what I'm saying? If it looks a little too pink in the middle, I might nuke it for a little bit longer. The quickest way to assemble a crazy ass burger like this, I mean, if you don't have time to cook it on a stove, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, this is the quickest way to do it. Maybe 2 minutes might be enough, actually. To 26 seconds, and most of that patty's looking pretty cooked. Yeah, 2 minutes will be more than enough. 2 minutes will be plenty. This, however, is where I will require a spatula. Just be ninja with it and not use one. Hi Chihuahua, that's hot. I'm just gonna pour some of that grease down into the sink. We might not need the spatula, just kind of slide it on there. Boom. The first patty's on there. Get the second patty just like that. While that second patty is being made, look at the first patty assembled at the bottom stuff. Take some of that Let's get the seasoning on this patty first. See a little bit for that egg. Alright, for the patties, we're gonna grab some different cheeses. We're gonna grab habanero jalapeno pepper jack cheese and do a slice of that. And then a slice of that Swiss. And then we're going to take remember our ingredients earlier. Yes, sir. We'll take some Doritos chips. Crush them up. Sprinkle a little bit on the top there, just like that. See what this looks like so far. Like that. Do the nacho cheese layer first. Boom, just like that. There's our first patty's done. Get the second patty on there. And it'll be similar to a degree. We got 8 seconds left. And the time it took us to put that together, we got this patty's done. 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. That's a little pink in the middle still. Yeah, I'm gonna make that for a little longer. It's 2 minutes. That burger's still very much pink in the middle, and that's too pink. I mean, I don't mind raw beef, but for YouTube's sake, people be like, this motherfucker right here. That's a good looking burger so far. By the time it's all said and done, it's gonna look way nice. That burger patty is a little pink around the edges, but that's it, like a very slight, you know, by the time we microwave it all again, after it's all reassembled and everything, you hear it sizzling in the bowl. About to be done with the first minute here, YouTube. We'll see if this thing cooks all the way. A little bit longer. That's a 34 seconds, let it go. I'll let it kill out that 2 minutes just about. I don't want it to be overcooked. $18 seconds left. That's good for that patty. Hot. I'm gonna be grabbing some motherfucking oven mitts. That's how hot that bowl is. I'm not even playing, you two. Fresh out of the motherfucking microwave. I'll drain some of that grease out. Not all of it though, just a little bit of it. Let that bowl cool off for a second. Had to grab my water. This is a good looking burger, man. That's gonna be gorgeous when it's all said and done. It's coming together quite nicely. Transfer to that second plate right there. So hot. Like that. There we go. There we go. So now we got a double cheeseburger in the works. Hit it with that pepper jack, habanero, jalapeno cheese. Hit it with that Swiss cheese. Now here's the thing, you two, we don't need any more of this cheese, just about. Maybe like one more slice of each cheese for the end. Here we go. Right there, holiday heat. We'll be adding that here in a second. Take some of these Doritos chips. In the center, I'm on top of that patty there, just like that. I thought for a second I wasn't going to have enough crushed up chips to do this, but actually no, I do have enough. Stick those cheddar jalapeno ones on top of there. And squish it down just like that. And now for the piece de resistance. some bacon, a freaking egg, and some curly fries and some more cheese. I'll take our, oh, that's right, I said it, people. Oscar Mayer thick cut bacon. Slice, split that shit in half. Makes that easier to cook for the burger. Do a couple slices in your bowl that you cooked all the hamburgers in. A little splash of Tony's on there. You're going to want to microwave the bacon in your bowl, 2 little pieces to put on top, just like that. Get you in on this action. Boom. YouTube, you see that bacon? You see that right there? Yeah, we're going to put it in the microwave. Now the last couple of steps to this burger, getting that bacon cooked up, put the bacon on top of your Doritos, and then we'll do a sunny side egg, microwave it in the same bowl we microwaved the bacon and the patties in, so all that grease is going to cook into the egg. I don't got a whole lot of Tony seasoning for the egg, but just a little bit to sprinkle on the top of it here. I poured a little bit of it back because I don't need that much, just a little bit for the egg. Now you hear that bacon just sizzling away, and you see this monstrosity of a burger being made right before your very eyes. This is the breakfast Doritos Loaded burger. Smell that bacon sizzle. I like a little bit of chewiness in my bacon, but a little bit of crispiness doesn't hurt either. You know what I'm saying? The bacon can't be too chewy. It's just not, you know what I'm saying, kosher. We'll microwave it for 2 minutes, and right now it's at 34 on the bacon, 34 seconds. Do you think it'll be enough? Only one way to find out. And this burger, this is incredible. I mean, look at that thing. Good God. YouTube. The shit I come up with for your sick entertainment. Yeah, that bacon can go for another minute. I'm not going to need that many curly fries for this burger because, yeah, making that shit fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that little handful right there will be enough for the burger. Now, if you whoa, shit. Caught my cup before it hit the floor like a ninja. Now, if you cook your bacon in the microwave, you're not going to get grease splattering you in the arm and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't love bacon, but it splats you in the arm when you cook it, and it's like fucking great. I meant to say fucking bacon grease burn. Got tongue twisted there. Blah. Because that's exactly what people will be thinking, too, when... Yeah, that bacon's done. That's exactly what people will be thinking when they get burned by grease from bacon. Is fucking grease burned from bacon. God damn it. But now, if you're cooking your bacon in the microwave, see, you're not going to get burned by it too badly. Alright. Other than a twist of words that I did not mean to say, this cooking video is coming together quite nicely. Have a minute to take that shit out. Yeah. Dump some of that bacon grease out. Alright. Let the bowl cool off for a second, show you what we're working with. YouTube. There's the bacon right there on the top. It's going to be a little bit chewy, but a little bit more on the crispy side. Maybe should have microwaved it for a little bit less, but that's alright. That's alright, it's still on there. Now I'm gonna leave there. Now this bowl is literally coated in grease from all the bacon and the hamburger and shit. So what I'm gonna do now, I have a nice large white egg. Beautiful. I cracked that perfectly. And put the seasoning on top. Maybe a pinch of that Morton salt on the egg as well. Alright, YouTube, check this out. There's our sunny side egg about to be cooked up. Now you see this, the bowl is so hot, it's actually cooking the egg before I even nuke it in the microwave. Ain't that some shit? You see that though, right? Yeah. Very delicately place it into the microwave so we don't break the yolk. Fuck, that bowl's hot. I'll give it another 2-minute burst. Two minutes might be more than enough. We'll watch it, of course. Especially with that bowl being hot already, it's not going to take long for that egg to cook up. Doing all this with your microwave, you're virtually avoiding a mess on your stove with all the grease popping everywhere. And that burger is looking pretty good. Bacon's a little more crispy than I wanted it to be. I should have just taken it out of the microwave and not made it another 2 minutes, but that's alright. Take some of that holiday heat. Splash a little bit on the top patty there, just like that. 52 seconds, that is done. Literally 52 seconds left. That's done. That egg is done. Take a look at that cooked sunny side egg right there. That looks good. Let me get down on top of the bacon real quick. Take this knife, I want to cut it loose from the bowl. Go in a circle with it. And transfer that egg onto the burger, just like that. I can take this bowl to the sink along with the plate here in a second, but get this bowl out of the way first, into the sink, cool off. Now you literally see this monstrosity right here, the eggs on top. And this thing is gigantuan, to say the least. And take a couple of these curly fries, stick them on top of the egg. Push that down just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Stick it on top of the egg. Just like that. And then I want to place that Swiss on there. And the last 2 slices of cheese are going to go on there just like that. Squeeze that bastard down just like that. And take this plate and put it in our sink. And I take our top bun. I want to put it on top. There it is. Look at that shit. Now I'm going to nuke it for a quick 20-second or 10-second burst until that cheese is nice and gooey. We don't want that bun falling off on the top there, so that's why we're only gonna microwave it in little bursts until the cheese is all melty. Another 10-second burst. Scooch the bun up just a bit. Make sure it stays on there. Another 10-second burst. Another 10-second burst. Another 10-second burst. Another 10-second burst. One more 10-second burst should do it. Oh, now you're speaking my lingo, Johnny Ringo. Yeah, that'll do for a burger. Now I'll take my phone back over to my desk so I can properly plug it in to the charger so that the phone does not die while I record this video. Grab everything after I scratch my back. Oh, son of a bitch fart. I lost it. Just kidding. What would you have done if I would have dropped my sandwich on the floor? I spent all this time working on it, building it, and then it just falls on the fucking floor. That would be some bullshit, wouldn't it? No, but this is the Doritos Loaded breakfast burger. You don't have to have the Primo's Peppers Holiday Heat hot sauce on it. That was just something I added to it personally. But everything else on this burger is pretty much a what you would call a Doritos Loaded breakfast burger. And look at this gigantic cheesy monstrosity. Let's get a 360 of that. Holy shit, YouTube. This thing is massive. That's what she said. All jokes aside, though, the cheese is melted just right. It's gooey, stringy. It smells really good. It looks really good, to me anyways. Got them curly fries on there, the bacon, all them Doritos Loaded, the patties. What do you think, YouTube? Does that look good to you? Spent all this time making it. It's like I don't want to eat it. Look how much time it took to make such a beautiful, cheesy tower of art. Literally a gigantic monstrosity of cheesy goodness. A temple to everything that is greasy, messy, and incredulously unhealthy. When you want a cooking video, here you go, people. Look at that. Cooking with King Cobra, man. Don't that look good? And we'll get a closer shot of that 360 so you can get a nice detail on that. We'll stop looking at it here in a second. I'll get down to eating it and seeing how it do. But I wanted y'all to get a good close-up of that before I devoured it. Or tried to, anyway. It looks looks and smells delicious enough that I probably could try to devour it. But make this eatable, I have to squish it down just a little bit. See how I squished it down and made it more sandwich-like? Just kind of like that. All the cheese right there is sticking everything together nicely. So when you squish it down, you might have a couple of stray Doritos chips flying off. But other than that, this looks like it'll stick together quite nicely. One can only hope, YouTube. There you have it, folks. This right here is a Doritos Loaded breakfast burger. And like I said, you don't have to have the holiday heat hot sauce to it. That's just something I added to it personally for the time of the year, of course, and because it's a cooking video. As I imagine, with that pepper jack habanero jalapeno cheese and those jalapeno cheddar Doritos loaded on it already, it's already going to have a little bit of heat to it. Yeah. Let's scooch back a bit so you can see me eat this. I'll sit it in my lap here. And is there any way I'm able to pick this up? Is this sandwich too big to fucking pick up? Oh fuck, that's hot. You know, I'm gonna have to let this cool down before I pick it up, because I can pick it up. It's just the bottom of that bun is so freaking hot right now from being fresh out of the microwave that this beast is gonna have to cool off a bit before I eat it. Set that down to the side gently, of course. It's too hot to pick up, and if it's too hot to pick up, it's gonna be too fucking hot to eat, and there's no sense in burning myself. You know, like, this is legit real shit. I don't edit my fucking videos. You're saying to yourself, King Cobra, that looks like a heart attack between two pieces of tiny bread. Yeah, that looks unhealthy, but I've never actually tried this sandwich before, if it's any good, you know. I kind of wish I would have microwaved the bacon for a little bit less, like that. The last 2-minute burst on that bacon was not needed. Maybe like a 1 minute and like 30-second burst or less, because bacon's a little crispy, but that's all right. It's still a fucking sandwich, and I'm still gonna eat it for YouTube, or at least try to. Damn. I mean, that just looks like something healthy junk food would do, doesn't it? It's massive and greasy and covered in all kinds of shit, so. Yeah, I reckon once it's cool enough to where I can pick it up. I tried picking it up with one hand and I was able to do it, but I'm like, nope, bottom's too hot. Let it cool off for a second or two and all the phone charges up. And because there's so many ingredients going on that sandwich to make it stack like that, that's why it takes so freaking long to make, and you know, why you're probably better off just doing it like I did it. Microwaving it in different stages is a lot quicker than trying to cook it all on the stove. Just boom, 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 done. Doritos Loaded breakfast burger and food for thought. That's exactly what this video is going to be called. See, I like when I already got a fucking title for it that works out beautifully. This is the kind of shit I do on YouTube. The kind of crazy, wacky, random cooking video. Nonsense, greasy, artery clogging, you know. The bacon's not too crispy for me to not enjoy it. I mean, it's at the minimum level of crispy I can stand it. You know what I'm saying? If the bacon were any crispier, I'd be like, fuck. Just wasted my last strip to make this. And no, but it's crispy enough so I can still tolerate it and eat it and enjoy it, hopefully. Actually, no, I know it is for a fact because, you know, I like my bacon with a little bit of chewiness, you know what I'm saying? No. But I'm just sitting here staring at this beast like I set it over on my bed to cool off for a second, still on the plate. And I'm looking at this like, that didn't take too long to make, but at the same time, man, this thing is just massive grease ball of Doritos and all kinds of shit. So grab myself another glass of water before I get into this. I mean, sandwiches are not an uncommon thing. It's a relatively old concept. The idea of the sandwich has been around for many, many, many years, YouTube. But the millions of different takes you can do on sandwiches, the millions of different ways you can make a sandwich, you know, there's so many different combinations and options to explore out there. It seems like a wasted time. You know what I'm saying? So you could end up discovering a sandwich you really fucking like. And if you don't explore those options with your sandwich making, you'll never know until you try. This sandwich has things on it that I already like, so chances are I'm probably going to like this sandwich. That thing looks massive, bro. And it made more sense to put the spicy hot sauce on the freaking top patty with the spicy Doritos Loaded, you know what I'm saying? Did that come together like I envisioned? Yes, it kind of did. Other than the speech slip up and the bacon not being a little less crispy. Other than those two minor, very minor things. You know what I'm saying? This sandwich came together nicely. So, yeah. I get very self-conscious of my speech mess-ups, you know. I think we all are to some degree when we realize we say things we didn't mean to say, and it makes us feel foolish and stupid. Even the most intelligent of people in the world, when they slip up and say something they don't mean to say, just a random twist of the words, or they stutter their words, or, you know, it makes them feel like a bumbling fool, to say the least. But I digress. I have a huge ass sandwich to eat for YouTube. I'll try to finish it for YouTube's sake, but if I end up not finishing it and saving some for later, you know. Yeah. A lot of the things on this video I've said before in the past, but beside the point. I mean, the yolk on the egg is boiled hard enough to where it's, you know, yeah, covered in cheese and curly fries and shit, so it ain't going anywhere. Is this thing cool enough to pick up so that I may consume it on camera for YouTube? Because what fun is seeing me make these weird ass sandwiches if I don't actually eat them? I hear you on that one, YouTube, because it's one thing to actually see him make a gigantic cheesy monstrosity, but it's another thing to actually eat them. And this is now warm enough it's still fresh, but I can pick it up without burning myself. And I really don't know where to fucking start on this thing, so I just start picking into it, I guess. Start at this angle right here. Holy shit. That first bite. Bah. Oh, YouTube. You don't even know. Here's that cross section right there from that first bite. That first bite, here's that cross section. This burger is so massive that I can't get it all in one bite. It's literally gonna take like 2 separate bites to finish this entire thing. But yeah, the taste on it, dude. The crispiness of the bacon is actually working with the crunchiness of the Doritos chips encrusted onto the cheese of the patties. And that Primo's Pepper's holiday heat is definitely providing a nice little kick to this burger. Look at that massive cross section, YouTube. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Despite all the greasiness on this burger, like this burger is a little bit greasy, yes, but I don't have too much sauce on it, so it's not getting all drippy on me. Holy shite. Would I recommend this burger? Hell fucking yeah. Even without the holiday heat hot sauce. Even without the holiday heat hot sauce on it, this burger kicks some serious ass. Like the flavor on this burger, everything is working on this thing nicely. If I had a sanitary restaurant, would I serve this burger to people? Absolutely. You know, everything on this burger is working together so nicely. And we got this massive cross section right here, all the way around there, yeah. If I could describe the taste, spicy, meaty, got the egg in there, the bacon. But then you get the cheesiness from all the melted cheese and the Doritos Loaded. And you get the spiciness from that hot sauce and the cheddar jalapeno Doritos Loaded things. And, yeah. And you got that cheesy crunch and that crunch from the chips and the bacon. And that chewy, that delicious, flavorful chewy bite from the bread, the meat, and the mushiness from the egg and the curly fries. And it ties together so beautifully. Like, yeah, this burger is incredibly unhealthy, but If you're not eating a burger this good, you're not living life. And you saw how I made this shit, right? You did. So you can see it's not that hard to make. And it's a little bit time consuming. But the flavor on this burger is excellent. The buns are toasted perfectly. YouTube, this burger right here, soul food. The Doritos Loaded breakfast burger. This right here be the breakfast of champions, because you saw how fucking massive this thing is. You saw how fucking massive this sandwich was. Like, I sincerely hope I do not throw this up after eating all of this. I'm hoping I won't, because this is, yeah. The spiciness of it, you know, wouldn't feel too good coming back up. Oh. Runaway Doritos Loaded. So that shit trying to break off. I saw that shit trying to break off from the burger. I was like, you ain't escaping. The overall taste on this burger is just straight up nacho cheese. Like, if you got up in the morning and made yourself one of these burgers to start your day off, you start off your day full. There's no doubt about that. Like, I'm telling you, if Arby's did something like this, because it has the Arby's curly fries on it, oh man. Arby's, you'd have customers out the fucking door. They'd be like, what's this new thing coming out with Arby's? Oh, the Doritos Loaded breakfast burger? Word? It's got Arby's curly fries on it. A nice hard-boiled sunny-side egg. Oh. Or hard-cooked, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah. I still got a little chunk of it left here. Here's that cross section on those last couple of bites. I'm getting full, YouTube, but I want to finish this burger because I said I was going to. Yeah. Like, this burger turned out way better than I expected. I could have put just a little bit of ranch on there, but meh. That would have made it a little too messy. Like, a little bit of ranch on this burger would have been alright, but I feel like I didn't need it this time around. And yeah, this thing is a monstrosity of beef, egg, and cheese. YouTube. Well, I don't even want to know how many calories are being in this fucking thing. I don't even know or care. It's got a lot of protein in it with the beef and the egg and the bacon. And just starting your pre-game workout. If you're about to hit the fucking gym and you eat one of these bastards before you hit the gym, you'll be ready to go. You got your calorie boost for the day, you know. This thing right here. Ugh. Yeah. Get some water to wash some of that down. This is definitely a burger, I'm gonna say, bring your fucking appetite. You better be hungry when you eat this son of a bitch. It was a cumbersome process to make it, just a wee bit, but yeah. Totally worth it though. Mm. We got another runaway Doritos Loaded. This shit went straight up on the plate. Everything about this burger just screams yes. Everything about that burger pretty much screamed guilty pleasure. Now, if it would have been just one patty, I would have put one of each of the Doritos Loaded instead of two of each. But you got two separate patties, might as well do like two separate flavors. Ooh. This is definitely a crazy ass burger challenge that I haven't attempted anything crazy like this in a minute. I seem to have gotten some Dorito crumbs on the floor from eating that. A quick brush of my broom and push a miniature push broom and dustpan. Just about finished with it. Got the last little bit that I'm chewing on. Whew. Spicy. Now, on my burger rating scale, for that burger that I just consumed, I'm giving that burger a 4 out of 4. Now, the burger rating system for me works on 4 points. 1, presentation. 2, smell. 3, taste. And 4, ingredients. Roll up some fresh tobacco into my pipe after that. I do fancy a good smoke after I get done eating. That was worth the risk of my stomach bug eating that for YouTube, because that was quite good indeed. And being able to show you how to make it on camera, you'll be able to make it for yourself. Because I know the fans really, really love cooking videos. Yeah. I think it's something every tobacco connoisseur does, is after they get done eating, they'll consume some tobacco after they're done eating. It's sort of like an after dinner mint, or in this case, dessert, if you will. Even though the tobacco I'm smoking right now is a non-aromatic, it still gets the job done. I still can't believe I ate that entire thing on YouTube like that. That was some crazy ass shit. But I'm telling you right now, YouTube, that burger was crazy good. And those little 10-second bursts cooked anything on the burger that may or may not have been cooked all the way through, like those burger patties. By the time I was done making that thing, were cooked all the way through perfectly. By the time I got to the 10-second burst, I was just eyeballing it to where the cheese would melt onto it just right. If you're ever hungry and want to start your day off with a hearty breakfast, that'll definitely do it. Holy shit. That is definitely a filling burger, YouTube. That is no fucking lie. Now, if you don't have holiday heat from Primo's Peppers, you can use any hot sauce you wanted. If you wanted to use regular Swabadelic and you had it on hand. I'm pretty sure you could. I just added that hot sauce because one, it's the holiday season, and two, it would amp up the heat just a little bit on my sandwich there. And yeah. Mm. Like eating just one of those massive fuckers, and my stomach's like, oh, dude, don't want to move. It's a good kind of full. It's not like you're so fucking stuffed. You're just like, you feel like you're gonna be puking and shit. Watch myself over the next couple hours, and I should be just fine. As long as I'm over my stomach bug before I have to go back to work, I should be golden. Which more than likely I will be. You know, I'm confident in that. And it doesn't matter if it's a stomach bug or a cold or a flu. Man, if you're really sick, you shouldn't go to work, period. Because your coworkers are trying to make money just like you are. And they don't want to fucking get sick, too, on top of everything else, you know. And that's just a common courtesy. Blow your nose and wash your hands after you blow your nose as often as you can, if you have to. And when you cough or sneeze into your arm, achoo, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people will cover their hands or cover their mouth with their hands. There I go, messing up my speech again. No, but a lot of people when they cough or sneeze will cover their mouth or nose with their hand. Which is kind of gross because sometimes if you sneeze, you'll get like a bunch of mucus coming out. You know what I'm saying? And you're better off just sneezing into your arm or coughing into your arm. Even if you don't sneeze into your arm, like let's just say you sneeze and nothing comes out, it's just a sneeze, you know what I'm saying? Still, you know what I'm saying? Like there's bacteria and stuff on your hands after you cough or sneeze into your hands. And if you don't immediately wash your hands afterwards, anything you touch is going to have that bad bacteria on it. And that's how people get sick, man, is when you're fucking coughing into your hand. And like you're out in public, you don't think about it, you cough into your hand, and then you go to open the door. That cold virus that you coughed into your hand is now going to be on the door handle that you touched. And the next couple of people that touch that handle are going to come into contact with that virus. And that's how the common cold spreads, is people don't think at a moment's notice, and you know, it's important to wash your hands after using the restroom, especially if you're cooking something, you know. I mean, my nails might be dirty from pipe tobacco ash, but that's beside the point, you know what I'm saying? I'm the one eating the fucking sandwich anyway, so I didn't mind pipe tobacco ash being in my nails. Because I'm the one eating the fucking sandwich and I'm a smoker, so, you know. Well, if you like spicy and you like cheese, you like meats, you like egg, you definitely like that sandwich. That had a lot of good flavors going for it. It wasn't hard for me to take my time enjoying that, mind you, because first couple of bites of that shit, you two, I'm telling you right now, that shit was filling. Oof. I tell you what, though, some of the burgers I've made in the past, people thought they looked so good. They're like, I gotta recreate that shit. And so far, I haven't heard a single complaint. Had a fan who wanted a friend of theirs to recreate the Elvis Presley burger, and from what I heard, they said they really liked it. Now, the Elvis Presley burger versus the burger I just had, you going from sweet and savory to cheesy and spicy. Yeah. If the bacon would have been cooked a little bit less, it would have added a little bit of chew factor to everything else, but no, the bacon was being crispy wasn't a bad thing for this sandwich. It actually complemented the flavor and the crunch of the Doritos that were on there already. Yeah. Well, presuming I don't have a heart attack after eating that burger, and presuming that my stomach doesn't react with the bug that I have, then I'll definitely see you cool cobras on the next one. Now, how long is this bloody video? Another 2-hour long video. Good golly. Like two 2-hour videos in the last couple of days. That's like 4 hours of brand new King Cobra content for your face. No. Anyways, King Cobra JFS back at you with another cooking video. Thank you for watching, and I'll definitely get you on the flip side. Catch you on the flip side of the burger patty, yo.